In the previous video, we converted a text file into UTF-8 character encoding, which is important to ensure that all text processing commands we use to modify the file will work the way they're supposed to work. And in this video, we'll take the text file and transform it into an alphabetized word list using Unix text processing commands. We'll divide this work into parts. First, we'll transform the book into one word per line format. So we'll retain all the words in the book, but we're going to move each word onto its own line. Let's start by opening the text file katenkarabe.utf8.txt in less. What we'd like to do is to move each word onto its own line. And one way to do this is to transform all space characters and punctuation into new lines, which means that no two words can end up on the same line. Let's quit less using Q. We can transform characters into other characters using the command tr, which stands for translate. And let's try it out. So tr, and let's say lowercase a to uppercase a, and enter. This opens an interactive view where I can type strings. And let's type the string command line and press enter. You can see that tr transforms the lowercase a into an uppercase a. But otherwise it doesn't do anything. Let's quit the tr command using Ctrl+C. Now we want to use tr for transforming characters in a file, and we can do this using a so-called pipe. So first we open the file for viewing using the command cat. So cat katenkarabe.utf8.txt, and then I type a pipe symbol. And after that, tr and lowercase a is going to be transformed into uppercase a. On my Mac, I type Alt7 to get the pipe character, and on Windows you probably type Alt and greater than. This may depend a little bit on your keyboard layout. So let's press enter to see what happens. This prints the entire book for us, but as you can see, all lowercase a's have now been transformed into uppercase a's. Let's type the up arrow to get the previous command. Now what we actually wanted to do is to replace all spaces and punctuation characters with new lines. And we can do this using the following tr command. So instead of lowercase a here, I'm going to use this special notation. And then \n. So these things here are so-called POSIX character classes. And they represent all typical space and punctuation characters respectively. POSIX, which stands for Portable Operating System Interface, is a standard for operating systems which defines a lot of different things. And among other things, it defines these character classes. And the \n here is a shorthand for the Unix new line character. Okay, let's press enter to see what we get. Now we can see that we get all the words in the book in the correct order, but each word is now on its own line. We can see that we get a lot of empty lines, and this happens because sometimes we can get a combination of a punctuation and space, and both of those become new lines. We can get rid of the new lines using the -s or squeeze option for tr, which causes tr to only output a single output character whenever it replaces something. So let's press up to get the previous command. And then for tr, let's add this option -s. And press enter. Now we should get only one new line for each word. And that looks correct. Let's store this intermediate result in a file. And we can do this by redirecting the output. So let's press up to get the previous command. And at the end, let's write a greater than, and then katenkarabe.utf8.talk.txt. And talk stands for tokenized. The greater than character redirects the output so that it isn't printed onto the screen any longer, but is instead printed into this file, Katinkarabe UTF-8 talk.txt. And let's press enter. We can look at this file using less. So less Katinkarabe UTF-8 talk.txt and enter. So it seems like we do get one word per line and the words are in the same order as in the book. So it looks correct. Let's quit using Q. So the next step we can do is to sort the words in this file. So sort Katinkarabe UTF-8 talk.txt. And let's redirect the result into another file. So this time utf8.talk.sort.txt. And enter. So the sort command will sort the lines in this file into alphabetical order. And let's look at the result using less. So less Katinkarabe UTF-8 talk sort.txt and enter. If I scroll down a little bit, we can see that we get a lot of uppercase words at the beginning of this file. And this happens because sort by default applies an alphabetical order where all uppercase characters precede all lowercase characters. We can change this behavior using parameters. So let's quit less using Q and up for getting the previous command. I'm going to move to the beginning of the line using Control A. So we can use an option if, which for some reason stands for ignore case. And let's redo the command. Now we can look at the result again in less. And now we can see that the words are sorted in proper alphabetical order, which doesn't care about character case. Let's quit less. The final thing to do in order to transform this into a word list is to remove duplicate lines. And this we can do using the unique command. If we have several copies of the same line after each other, unique retains only one of them. So let's do unique Katinkarabe UTF-8 talk sort txt. And let's redirect this into a file katinkarabe.wordlist.txt and press enter. Let's look at the result using less. This looks fine, so it seems like we get only one copy of each word, except that when we have both an uppercase and a lowercase variant, like for the word aamulla, we get aamulla twice. And this happens because the unique command treats uppercase and lowercase aamulla as different words. But there's a nice option for this as well. So first let's quit less and then up arrow to get the previous command. Now we just add the option -I for unique to ignore case, and then we re-execute the command. And let's look at the file using less. And now we can see that we have only one copy of this word aamulla in the file.